Hey guys, we're doing the sprint review number 360 for TimePro. We went through it just before with Mike, our PO, Jim, and Sylvia. And I'm going to show you the email we went through for this summary. All right, so we had one goal, which was the video recurring invoice V2, which was done. Adam saw it yesterday and gave us some feedback. It won't be re-recorded, it just needs edits. And all the tasks have been sent to Pam, so this is sorted and should be done next sprint. Now, this was a 2-week sprint. We had to extend it because after the first week, there was only 3 Mondays because Sylvia was booked on clients. And let's go into the capacities. So we estimated 20 points of capacity because we were hoping for a 1-week sprint. It ended up being 36 because we doubled the sprint length. So nothing alarming here. That's totally normal. These are the working hours. So I worked most of the time, and Jim and Sylvia joined me when they didn't have client work. By the way, Jim is back, so that's exciting as well. So he can kick on the on-billing work again and finish it off, hopefully. Now, this is our backlog. So the top one is the video V2 I mentioned before. We did some UI changes in TimePro for the video and also fixed some bugs. And we also have some changes from JK on some AI stuff he did. He's going to cover it in a second. Before you do that, JK, Adam, would you like to see the UI changes in TimePro that we did for the video?
Yeah, if there's anything significant, of course.
It's just a small change that we did for the recurring invoice. Let me just zoom in here. Process. So if I click on invoices here and search for a recurring invoice template, this is the one I created for Northwind. The big change we did was adding the list of invoices that have been created here at the top. So you can now see them here and click on them to open them. Here you go. And this is the invoice that was created by the recurring templates. And you can tell that because there's a little recurring tag at the top and also a link back to the templates. So these are the main UI changes that we did before recording the V2. Okay. Yeah, that's everything.
I'll just tell you 2 little things. The first one is when you're doing this, it's always important to tell us what you're about to click on and then click on it. You were just clicking around just then. And the other thing is when I look at that date range there, I can see that you don't have an end date, but it's not clear to me, like if I was to, it's not clear I would be allowed to not put an end date because it has required on it and just looks, so I feel like it needs to have no end or something. So if there is an end, then the date range must have an end. I just would read that as required, must have start and end date. And that's not how a lot of recurring invoices work. So that's, since the default is not to have one, you're going to have a lot of confusion. So let's fix it.
Yeah, okay. I guess one fix would be when we select the date, we could have a little tick box at the bottom that says no end date. And then if you tick it, it just writes it down here. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Note it down. We can work on this one. All right. Back to the email. Thank you for the feedback.
And then in that UI, it would actually say in brackets, after the dash, it would say no end date or no end.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. Yeah, correct.
Okay, good. Okay.
That's noted. Awesome. Correct. Back to the email then. So yeah, JK, so you did some AI stuff and you fixed some hot issues with the storage, right? Do you want to talk about
it? Yeah, just basically the thing that happened is I went off client work for a little bit and just wanted to see what was going on with TimePro. I tried to get Claude analyze things and Codex analyze things, and it was running in circles and it didn't know what to do with the source code. So it just started to ignore all of the documentation that we had, which was, I built it over a year ago. It was completely different world back then. And then me and Claude, we just rebuilt everything. So now that when you open any of the agent and you just say run, it will run. It will figure everything out for you. If you want to know, hey, why this suggested timesheet doesn't work, it understands the system so it can diagnose issues on your behalf. It can understand invoices. So if there's any discrepancies on invoices, it understands which APIs it needs to call, and it can give you an answer what's wrong. So all of those things are now
So you made all our agents way smarter now, basically.
Yeah, and potentially can automate now work a lot better, because previously I would assume that.
Does it have a claude.md file in the repo, does it?
Sorry?
Does it have a claude.md file in the repo?
Including skills, yes.
It does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
JK, who checked your refactoring of the docs?
Claude and Codex. And what
which
I did
people
is,
on this team checked it?
I think I checked your PR, JK, the agent MD files,
Jim.
yeah. And Jim as well, okay.
Sorry,
Jim and I.
So
Jim and I.
Jim, you have checked all these changes to the docs?
Yes, except for the skills, because they're quite lengthy. I didn't read them all, but overall I read and reviewed. Yeah.
And these skills that JK put together, did he write them or did he use AI to write them?
Well, I can tell you by this aim dash here.
Yes, but I want